Okay. Let's go ahead and get this done. So I don't have to do much, thankfully. But, oh boy, am I tired today. What's up, Breath? Also, what's up, story time? King Bob, good to see you. Give the chat a minute to connect here. Hopefully it will soon. So. Kind of annoying that it always takes a little bit of time. Same here, King Bob. Okay. Unfortunately, I can feel myself getting sick again. I'm like, great. Hopefully it just goes away. Right on there, Breath. Working on a podcast? Nice. I'll be hosting a podcast here on the 15th. Helping host, I should say. With a couple other guys. Come in every now and again. Yeah, I don't want to get sick, but man, I'm starting to feel it. Trying not to, but boy. Gonna have some competition. Hopefully, yes. Some healthy competition might be exactly what we're looking for. Yeah. Not gonna worry about that. Okay. Now last thing is... Careful there, Breath. Keep going, and you may find yourself needing a bigger plate. Happens to the best of us. It's kind of interesting. As I keep going with this project, I find myself not, really interested in working on other projects, honestly. I mean, I do, but I'm less motivated on anything else. I think for me, I'm kind of the opposite of a lot of people, in that, you know, a lot of people mention how they get bored with their projects and things like that. I'm kind of the opposite in that, like, the more I work on a project, the more, like, in progress I get with it, to the point that I kind of neglect any other project or any other, like, study or anything like that, any other style of work that I have. It all seems to kind of fade away for the time. It's probably for the best, because it means that I'm especially focused on this project, but I don't know, it's kind of a surreal feeling. Not yet, King Bob, that's for sure. Switch on plate to a serving tray. Let's be real, man. We're gonna need a friggin' like cardboard box by the time we're done. Goodness knows we're gonna have to put it in the fridge. You have a funny story about your actual job? Keeps your motivation up, eh? Real jobs. Exactly what they're good for. Honestly, lately I've been working every day. Bizarre, I know. What a concept. But it's a little bit of a change of pace for me in regards to trying to balance it with my project and such. And yeah, no, it definitely affects how fast you can get something done, quality of the work, all that kind of stuff. Part of the reason why this page is taking so long. I'm being sick all the time, so it's great that I'm getting sick again. What's up, D'Angelo? Good to have you back. A charcuterie board? Yeah, something like that. Oh yeah, I had a friend who did that for a little while, Breath. Actually sounds like a lot of fun. My friend said it was pretty fun. He did it for a little while. So he enjoyed it, I think. Give me a second here. All right. Now for the last guy, I'll do like marks and blemishes and stuff like that after here. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Oh, that's fun. Yes, that's one of those moments where you just kind of sit back and you just go, am I gonna have to start looking for a new job? Apparently not. Right on. Yeah, I'll worry about that later. Okay, let me bring this over. All right, so go and put the neck in. Come down here. Nice thing is that he's mostly covered up, so. But he does have these big shoulders. So did you take him up on the offer? Nice. Okay, now, so what you're looking at with this, it kind of looks like fur. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it looking like fur, if I'm going to go more for like leaves. But it's actually kind of a cloak that sits underneath the shawl. Dang, that is not bad at all. Now I need to kind of think about the arm here. So let's say the hand goes over this. They don't wear gloves because why would they? They don't need gloves. Okay, I'm actually going to need to do some sketching. Okay. So shoulder is right here. Arm comes down like so. Wrist is bent at a rather awkward angle, but I think we can make it work. It's not impossible, but that's more what it would look like. Remember, when in doubt, draw it out. Truth be told, the arm isn't 100% there because we have the thing down here. And then yeah, let's go with that. All right, catch you later there, Breath. Thanks for coming in. I really do appreciate it. It's fun kind of hearing a story from you as well, so really appreciate that. Hope to see more from you soon. All right. Welcome back. I kind of want to just use it. I actually don't know how this is connected on the back. Questions for later. Beginning to notice a pattern. Give me one more second here. No, it's been pretty quiet. Not a whole lot going on tonight. Right on. There we go. Okay. Let me go finish this up. We'll go with that. Okay. That is that page done. Technically I wanted to change the arm, but I think I'm gonna forego that. So, we'll see. Okay, now for the really hard one. Amongst a number of these pages. And I'm actually going to preemptively make a line work too. Because chances are I'm going to need that. With the outlines, you seem not to quite understand what's going on. Well, hopefully that'll change. Truth be told, these sketches are just for me. But now I need to do the stairs. Usually get it much later on. Well, that's why I put so much effort in. Import 3D data. Let's grab the stairs first. Maybe not quite that big. There. Yeah. Let's go with that. So. Oh crap, didn't work. Oh boy. That sounds like working on a server. That reminds me, I need to buy a new hard drive for my server. Truth be told, I wanna get more, but okay. I'm not sure about that curve. I probably should sketch this since this is a more complex pose, but at the same time, I think I have all the pieces around I need. And again, I say that, but I always make it harder on myself. only thing is that the neck is going to be slightly off. Unless... I don't like how stiff that is. Ah, that'll get ya. Will always be something like that, man. It's always something stupid and small. Yeah. It might be a little bit of a shorter stream today. Show is feeling better. Oh. But I at least want to get her body kind of figured out here. I'm just gonna split it a little higher up. I'm not sure. I'll have to kind of figure this part out. Yeah. I think it'll be like that, and then something like that. Something like that. Actually, this is going to be more like that. Higher up. Hey, what's up, Animation Overload? Good to see you here. We're just working away on a new page. Previous page, the line work is done, for the most part. Maybe some touch-ups here and there, but it's done. This page took me way too long. Let's see. What's up, Mr. Budgie? Hope you're doing well. Let's see here. Okay. I want the fingers like spread out, like she's just reaching. Almost like she's falling down the stairs. Do I like budgies? I know I've heard the name. I'm trying to think. Is that a kind of bird? Can't remember. Yes. Well, I do like birds. Let me look up one. Oh yeah, it's kind of like a cockatiel or a parakeet. My mistake. Cockatiels, yeah, different. If you can't tell, I don't know my birds. Yeah, those are fun little guys. I can't say I've ever seen one up close or anything like that. Let's see. It'd be kind of fun to draw birds. I've not done that a lot. Maybe I'll do some studies of some birds. Though I have a lot of studies of things I need to do. Let's see. Um, that's still a bit fat. All right. That actually came out pretty good, pretty fast. Still a couple things about it that could be a touch better, I suppose. But hey, welcome back to story time. Let's do the ear now. Hold on. Make sure I over here. There we go. And a bit more right here. Or left, whatever. Flipping back and forth. There we go. Let's have it. There's a couple things wrong with the face, but I think it'll be alright once I get the hair. About the length of it. Hold on, I'm gonna try something. Her face is quite long. It's not quite that long. Yeah, let's go with that for now. I just realized this is way off center. Alright. Maybe I should create like a kind of separation here. Nah. That's fine, but it would be kind of messed up like this. How do I know how to do air? Air is actually a little simpler than you think it is. What you want to do when you're thinking of invisible forces and stuff like that is you want to visualize them. For example, the really big example that really helped me, I'll just do it in the margins up here, and I'll leave it in the margins, is the S to C curve exercise that you do when you're learning basic physics animation and kind of effects animation. This kind of, you can consider this kind of the beginning of effects animation. But basically, so imagine that this S is a bit of seaweed, right? So you have it, and you have it, you know, kind of anchored to the bottom, so it's not gonna go away from that point. And the air, or the current, right? If it's underwater, you're gonna visualize as a ball of mass, right? You're gonna think about it as this ball that's moving towards your object. And in this case, it's going to be affecting just the lower half, right? Because in this case, the lower half, you're thinking about what has the most drag, what's going to grab the most of that force, right? Because technically with a current, like chances are it isn't just right here, it's spread over the entire thing. But the top isn't getting as much as the bottom. So we're going to imagine the S curve as having this ball start to move through it. And what you're going to get is this play where obviously it can't move down here. The ball of mass is now moving through the object, right? And it's pulling it along, and as it does that, it's not... What's up, Asher? Or Brunner? Good to see you, man. It's been a while. As it's moving through the object, this is beginning to pull as well from below. And so it's cinching this up. You can think of this as kind of an invisible pulley, right? Because there's still volume here. There's still volume around this sort of axis. And so it's not going to just move all of it forward at once, right? And so as the ball moves forward, we get this very dramatic... let's work on that a bit. Flex, right? And of course, this is our anchor point, so it never changes. And this keeps cinching tighter and tighter as the ball continues moving forward until it breaks. Right? It's cinched all the way around. It's like a rope snapping when it comes back, comes past something. But we're still moving through, right? We haven't finished that. And then, you know, seaweed in particular likes to stand up. It has usually something kind of elevating it so it can get to sunlight. And so what you're going to get now is a reverse, right? Now this is the cinch that things are kind of moving around. And the ball's moving forward still. And now you're working in reverse, and I've kind of ran out of space here. But basically the whole point of that is anything that has physics to it, anything that has, you know, drag and all that kind of stuff that's affected by wind and whatnot, relies on these same principles. These the idea of the drag, the sort of winch idea, all of that. You're thinking about the volume of the air, right? And so in this case, I'm thinking, okay, so obviously the root of her hair is her anchor, right? And so I'm just kind of thinking, okay, well, maybe there's like a large amount of air that's moving through this because you know, it's a lot more hair, right? It's a lot more, you know, up in arms and stuff like that, like as far as mass goes. And in terms of this is a very simple example because all of this is just, I'm like, okay, it goes back and then it's gonna like whip around, right? So I'm getting just those nice S curves and those C curves and things like that in as best I can. But yeah, so this is the general principle though. That's the idea. I'll leave that up here for fun. But yeah, this was kind of game changing. Someone I know actually showed me this, basically kind of in the same way that I just showed, and that really helped my understanding of what's referred to as overlapping action. And overlapping action is like if you have a character with a floppy hat and you animate them, you animate the hat flopping. It's being affected by the primary action, which is, you know, the character moving. And so, yeah, this idea, you know, you think of the air as this mass that's moving through it, really kind of helps transform and conceptualize what's happening a lot better. So yeah, there's your little impromptu listen for the day. I might actually take that and turn it into a short. That'd be kind of fun. Yeah, no problem there, Bob. Thank you for the question. I always appreciate that. It's always fun to get to teach those little mini lessons. It reminds me that I need to throw together more lessons and stuff like that and put them on my YouTube channel. Even if they're just short little things, I think people would really appreciate it. Even if you're not an artist, right? Because there's plenty of people who, you know, don't draw or do anything particularly visual, right? Maybe they do like music or something else like that, but I think that it's still good to learn fundamental ideas of the art that you appreciate. Learn how to appreciate, and not in a like so that you can be critical way. It's in a way it's so that you can have a deeper appreciation of it. All right. It's really interesting when you have internalized so much knowledge within an art form. The synthesis that begins to kind of happen. You know, it's one of those things you do it without thinking kind of things. But it allows for such complicated execution. It's really interesting when you get a chance, like someone comes along and asks a question like that, and it forces you to re-examine it from the perspective of a someone just coming into the idea. You never know where certain knowledge will lead you, I guess is what I'm really trying to say. Those aspects of your knowledge will begin to develop in ways that you probably can't even imagine. The hand isn't that long. Let's make the hands a little extra long, which isn't necessary. Okay. Sure. Sure. Why not? Oh, that's not one. She looks like a person now. Yay! It's always a risk. Every drawing is a risk. You always wonder. You start and you're drawing and you're like, oh no. You're always just wondering. You're like, oh boy. It's gonna turn out. Am I gonna have to start all over? I'll let her pinky fingers like whacked out. 1 second. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna have to take a break after listening to Lorne as much as I have. I'll have to probably go back to chiptune because YouTube's screaming at me more. So, but yes, it's something. It's a good start. I still have a lot more I need to do, but at least for the most part, yeah, she looks like a person. She looks like she's running downstairs. The next one will be a little tricky because I'll have to get the room out and all that kind of stuff. And then this one will be tricky because she's like tucked away in this room and these guys start coming downstairs. I almost want to like push this composition even more, like really put his face up to the panel with him in the background. I might do that. Just really push that. Okay, but for now, I'm gonna call it there. All right, we just have 9 more pages to do, including this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 more pages. Oh, still a long way to go. I'm gonna do my best to try to wrap this up this month as far as the line work goes. I don't know. I don't know if I'll do it. It depends on if I get sick or not, and depends on how much time I can allocate. But it'll be done at some point down the line, for sure. Boy, these pages have been a lot of work, and they're gonna continue to be a lot of work. So, all right, all night long. I wish I could. I don't have the schedule for it though, unfortunately. So, a little bit of a shorter stream, but that's all right. At least I got a little something done. That being said, I will see you guys on Thursday, hopefully. Thank you guys so much for stopping by once again. It's a really fun stream. It was quiet, but that's kind of nice sometimes. All that being said, see you next time, and take care. Goodbye.